You will never guess who I've been speaking to.
Who's this now?
Okay, do you know who Chris Riley is?
I can't say I do.
Okay, I didn't think you did. But I'll tell you who does. Scott Disick, from Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Ah, yeah, my mate Scott, I know.
Yeah, so your mate, he's had a reading from him and he said it is unreal.
Okay, sounds a bit far-fetched if you ask me.
Yeah, I know you don't really believe in it, but I do. So I think I am going to go and see him.
You carry on, babe. You carry on. You're your own woman. You do what you like.
Let me try and persuade you then. Okay, he's had 30,000 5-star reviews on Trustpilot in only 6 months. So if that's not good, then I don't know what is.
30,000 5-star reviews. That's pretty good. So what's the deal then?
Okay, so the deal is for just £10, you get a 10-minute reading.
Oh, and looky here. I've just found his Instagram. His @ is Chris Riley Psychic. You got to be over 18 and all calls are recorded and you need the bill payer's permission. But what is he going to tell me, which I don't know?
I don't know, but I want to do it, so I'm booking him in.
Oh, you tell us we're going to be a billionaire in a couple of years' time.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so call 0330 201 9605 and use the code Liam Millie for a £10 reading, or head to chrisrileypsychic.com for more info. Riley is spelled Riley. Right, guys,
Cynthia.
She is dead. Hey guys, welcome back to Liam and Millie podcast. I'm obviously Millie Core and this is my gorgeous, gorgeous boyfriend, Liam Reardon. Don't forget, guys, you can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Liam and Millie podcast.
And we'd like to hear all your funny stories, confessions, and any questions you have for myself and Millie. Our email is liamandmillie@sonymusic.com. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel because it really means a lot. Thank you very much. So, guys, I have had this very, very strange, unusual, crazy week. One you're probably not going to quite believe. I still can't believe it myself. But many of you around the UK would have noticed this weekend a massive hole in Merthyr Tydfil in South Wales.
Sinkhole.
A massive, massive sinkhole. And little behold, it's my house. It's my driveway, my house. We recently sold our family home. So we moved into this new home a few months ago. We've been renting. And yeah, we got a massive 60-foot hole on our driveway. So I'll tell you a little backstory. I left the house at 11 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. I drove over the part where the hole is. And it was like the tarmac hadn't broken at that point. We got a call at 2 o'clock in the afternoon saying we got a small sinkhole at the end of our drive. And from there, it progressively got worse and worse throughout the evening.
Literally within 24 hours.
So we were in the house Sunday morning having breakfast. And there was the neighbours were out in the street. We had highway maintenance and the engineers and stuff all in our street. And we were just in the house having breakfast. We're look, there's a big hole at the end of our drive, but it is what it is. But then all of a sudden, our front gates and our front wall just disappeared into the hole. And our driveway started eating away. So then everyone's on the street, get out of the house. So we're in there. I'm having a cup of tea now, a cup of coffee.
My
yogurt, my eggs. And the driveway is just falling away. So we had to pack a case. My mother was away in London for the night. So me, my sister, my dad, we all had to pack a case each quickly.
I didn't realise your mum wasn't there.
She wasn't there. She was away with the girls for the night. So she had a shit time in London, really.
Oh, bless her.
She says she did, but I reckon she once she had a few drinks and she didn't care so much. So we had to pack a case quickly and just she evacuate the house. So that viral hole in the UK is my house.
Your driveway, literally, what the hell?
I know. So we can't go back to the house now. We are emptying, the house has been emptied and apparently they're going to knock the house down. So the news are reporting it all around the UK. I posted in our podcast group chat and said, look, I got a topic for us to talk about this week. And I posted the images in and everyone saw it in the chat and saw, oh my gosh, I saw that on the news and never in a million years they thought it'd be my house.
But that was the same as my friends. I'm a bit of a wind up and that's, they put it in our group chat. Two different friends put it in group chat. Like, oh my God, like, Mills, have you seen this? Like, is that near Liam? Like, because obviously it's Merthyr. And I was like, yeah, that's Liam's house. And they were like, ha 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 ha, shut up, lol. Like, what? And I was like, no, like, seriously. And they were like, shut up. No, it's not. Like, why are you lying? You know, like, it's not funny. And I was like,
I need to go up there today actually and have a look. They've controlled. I don't think the hole is getting any bigger.
it did from what I saw yesterday.
Yeah. But now they need to somehow fill it and fix the problem.
I don't understand how they're going to fill it though when there's like a fully running stream underneath. So surely anything that you put in it is just going to get run away by the stream.
It's funny because I'm seeing it's gone viral on TikTok and just everywhere, and everyone's commenting, speculating what they think it is and stuff. Some people thought it was like aliens, and I'm like,
stop.
I'm reading, I'm thinking, it's
outside
weird.
my front door.
It's outside my front door. It's weird.
Yeah,
but we park our cars exactly where the hole is. Yeah, we drive over that part. I drove over it in the morning, so luckily the tarmac didn't break as I drove over it because I would have ended up in the hole. I would have been.
Oh my God! Imagine your car was parked there, and then all of a sudden you've woke up, gone, where the my car?
How do I explain that to insurance company?
Yeah,
how do I explain that
my car has fell down a sinkhole.
I know. Thankfully, none of us are injured, and none of us, had anything bad happening. But it's a big inconvenience. It's run up to Christmas. We are virtually kind of like
homeless.
So we need to find a home to move into now. So yeah, very, very stressful.
You might have to come live with me.
Yeah, I'll have to. But it's like our family, our dogs.
No, not the doggies.
I know. Dolly and Otis, they don't know what's happening. They don't know where they're coming and going. Because our house, which we lived in, Dolly lived there all her life, our old family home. But we left there now. We moved into this bungalow. So we've been there for a couple of months. So now they've kind of got used to that place. And now we've got a big, massive hole in the garden. We've had to move out. And now we're in this random Airbnb. And the dogs don't know where they are again. So poor little Dolly, she's 15. And
not my little Dolly girl.
Yeah, she's like, she pooed on the floor.
No,
but I cleaned it up.
nervous.
Obviously, if the person owns the Airbnb, don't worry, I cleaned it up. It's all clean. And she peed on it. We bought new beds because we couldn't take the beds with us. We bought new beds. She peed on a bed last night. She's just all nervous. She doesn't know where she is, and she's getting shipped around and moved around. Reality is, like, we're out of our home. We don't have a home now to live in. But yeah, I'm the guy with the hole.
That sounded very wrong.
I'm the holy man. I'm the man with the massive ass, the massive hole. I meant to say. I'm the man with the massive hole.
Massive arsehole. What the Yeah, that's actually crazy.
We could hear the thumping of the ground just disappearing. It was like this, like we were in the house and like it was just our front gates went and more ground was disappearing and everyone on the street, get out of the house, get out. And we were like, yeah, I feel like we're in a movie.
Whilst I was just in London getting pissed.
Millie was in London getting pissed all the time. Like, they didn't even give a care about me. If you had a massive hole and your house was falling down, I would literally come and get you, I'd rescue you straight away.
Oh, I feel like I'm seeing you there and I miss you. It's been a while since me and Liam have seen each other.
It's been a little while. I think, how long will it be? Well, we saw each other once last week.
Yeah, but literally for the night.
Yeah, if we hadn't seen each other for about a week, it was longer than a week actually. And then I travelled to London for one night only.
One night only.
Yeah, for a Garnier dinner. We had the brand Garnier. And it was a lovely dinner, really, really fun. And yeah, I saw Millie for one night and then the next day I had to travel home. But it was a nice night. We got dressed up, ended up getting quite drunk. I got to the hotel and they had booked a beautiful hotel for us. Where was it? The One Hotel, Mayfair.
One Hotel. Yeah, I've not stayed there before, but it's so nice.
It was beautiful. Millie was there before me, so I got there and she had a bottle of champers there already. She was drinking straight away.
I didn't even wait.
I hadn't, I haven't been drinking lately. So I thought, it's a work event tonight. I'm just going to keep it work and not drink. But I got there and I said to Millie, look, I don't know if I'm going to drink tonight. And she said, what, really? I said, yeah, I don't fancy it. And she said, oh, come on, you have to. I was like, all right, then go on then. So we had a couple of champagnes in the room.
Didn't take much persuading at all.
No, I know. And then we got to where the party was there, and I just necking them down me. I think these events, there's a lot of big characters there. Some of the TikTokers and like whatnot, and like the big characters. And as soon as I walked in, I saw. So me and Millie went to Scotland earlier this year with Garni as well on a trip, and we stayed in the Scottish Highlands. Great trip. And one of the evenings we played
Murder mystery.
Murder mystery, and they have a full guy there, in an inspector guy in a big coat and stuff, and he like runs the murder mystery game. And I saw him, and I was like, oh shit, like I really have to come out of my shell now for this game. I really got to because you got to act and play a part and stuff, and I can just play me, so I'm struggling to play another part. So I thought, right, I'm gonna have to get really drunk now just to sort of get that extra confidence in. So yeah, that was just necking the champers then, which I didn't intend on doing. And yeah, the murder mystery was absolutely terrible once again.
No, but the first time we did it, I think because we'd never done it before, it was really, really fun. And there was a smaller group of us that went to Scotland, and it was like, because it was the first time, we had a right laugh. But we did have quite important roles in the murder mystery game. However, this time around we didn't, so we could take a little bit of a
backward step. Like he actually pulled me to the side at the start and see if I wanted to be the killer, because the killer didn't turn up to the party. So I said, nah, not tonight, because I wasn't feeling main character, you know what I mean? I wasn't given main character. I was more backing character, like background, and I was just happy with that for that night. So yeah, it was nice though. It was a good evening, and went back to the room, and then went back home the next day. So me and Millie haven't seen each other properly for a few weeks. I feel like I spoke for a long time then. I was quite sick of hearing my own voice. So, tell us what's going on with you, babe.
My sister came to stay with me, didn't she? And she's been bunking at mine, and we've had a nice little week.
But they've been living life by the sounds of it, because my girlfriend has been out like 4 times last week. I guess you're getting pissed every day. So, it seems like they're having fun. Little brat winter going on there, is it?
Yeah, why not? But I think, Dad's getting a little bit annoyed with me talking about how much I'm going out and getting drunk. He told me it's too much.
Sounds a lot like me.
We actually saw Dad on the weekend. Dad and Debbie, which is my stepmom, and she's been in my life. My sister, I've been in my life since I was, 3. So very, very close. Anyway, they've come over for the weekend, and in the week, me and Lauren decided to go and do something very random, little bit like reckless, not really sure why we did it. But we was like, should we go and get our ears pierced? That's not really that reckless. But I was like, yeah, do you know what? I wanted my fifth hole pierced, which I know that sounds like a lot, but I actually love ear piercings, and so does Lauren. So we'd done that. But when we went there, they said, oh, well, they've got tooth gems there as well. So me and Lauren also got matching pink and white tooth gems.
What's happened to my girlfriend? Like, I've been away for a week, and like just getting pissed all the time, getting tooth gems and new piercings and stuff.
I feel like a new woman. Do you know what it is? It's like, she was going through something, and she was like, I want to do this. And I was like, I'm going to fully support you and match your energy. Next up is tattoos. But this is what I was saying. Sorry, completely missed the point. Dad, being a very bossy dad of ours, we were like, oh yeah, we went and got tooth gems and ear piercings. And he was like, what? Millie, you've got too many. What's that tooth gem all about? I thought you had lipstick on your tooth.
So why have you got a tooth gem? Strange thing to do.
Why not? So yeah, so Lauren, me, Chloe, little threesome, been having a great old week. We actually went for a roast on Sunday, and we'd planned this quite wholesome day. Let's go for a roast. Let's go watch Wicked, because obviously it's everywhere, and I've never seen it in theatre. Like, I actually don't really know what it's about, but like I really want to see it. And what did we do? Ordered a bottle of wine with our roast, got drunk, and thought, do you know what? I don't fancy sitting in the cinema for 3 hours watching Wicked, so we'll sack that one off and go back home. I would fall asleep, yeah.
It's so, especially after roast and wine.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like apparently 2 hours 40 minutes, 2 hours 45. Why does a film need to be that long? It's cracking me up though, because have you seen like all of the press stuff on it?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of stuff. Like, I don't know, they're very close, Ariana and Cynthia.
Something happened on that set, because it's like they got really close. They cry. in every interview as well.
Really?
And like, yeah, they've lost like loads and loads of weight. Maybe they had to lose weight for the role, but like, yeah.
I did see one clip. I was like a woman who was interviewing them. And she said, "Oh, by the way, this is my first time doing this," after the interview. And they were like, both like holding each other's hand. They're like, oh my God, you were so amazing. You were so amazing. Like being like super over the top like that. Nice, nice of them. But so are you going to go see the film now then?
Yeah, but I don't know whether or not I should like just wait till it comes on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, but you just fall asleep in the house then and watch it.
I've done a lot of sleeping this weekend, that's for sure.
Had a lot of sleeping. Around yesterday, I was like worried. It was Monday morning. And I've been going to bed quite early. Like Sunday, I went to bed like at 9:30. And so then I text Millie in the morning, like 6:30 a.m. morning. I sent a photo to my dog, no answer. A couple of hours went by, another text, nothing, a couple of hours went by. So I rang then at 11 o'clock, no answers. And I rang her again, and then she answered, hello. I said, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I'm in bed. I said, 11 o'clock, why are you in bed? She's like, oh, I don't know, I must have, I don't know, I didn't realize the time. So I was like, at first I thought like something wrong, like she's not like, something's happened. If she's not answering till 11 o'clock on a Monday morning, I thought something's happened. No, she was just in bed.
Literally ringing me, scaring me. Like,
well, yeah, you're scaring me because you don't answer the phone. Like, who does that?
Scaring you.
So then I was a bit angry then. Like when I first, not angry, I was like, what are you doing? Like, why are you still in bed? Like, and she's like, because I can.
See what I mean though? He sounds like my dad. Like that's the kind of thing my dad would say. Don't sleep into 11. Like, Liam, I can sleep in however long I want to sleep in.
Yeah, all right. But I was just like, why, where is she? Like, what's going on? Like, I haven't heard of her. So I was just a bit concerned or something. And then I heard you like little, hello. Like you wanted to cast up Wicked or something.
Luckily you did ring me.
Rose in the dead.
I know, but I was that morning, my friend was coming over because I had to show her some things for my brand and stuff. And anyway, basically had a meeting, but it was with a friend of mine. And you rang and I was like, what's the time? I was like, oh my God, like I didn't set an alarm. I've obviously just gone to bed without thinking. And you've rang at 11. I've looked on Find My Friends to see where my friend is. And it says she's in at my house. And I was like, oh no, this is awful. Like, how long has she been here for? Who let her in? Has she just been waiting downstairs for me to wake up? She was literally standing at the front door. She'd just pressed the ring doorbell. Like, how weird is that? You rang me, woke me up
then at the right time.
You woke me up at the perfect time. But obviously I had just woken up and Zoe looked at me and she was like, are you okay? I was like, no, I'm really hungover and I've just woken up. I'm so sorry. What the hell? Come in. And she was like, Millie, it's Monday morning. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's my point exactly. What time do you go to bed? Like, truthfully, what time do you go to bed?
I'd say probably about 2.
2 a.m.
We were just literally drinking wine and we were having a right lulls, like proper lulls. It's literally brat winter. Do you know what I'm saying?
Christmas is fast approaching and it's the season of Christmas work parties. So question of the week this week is, what's the most embarrassing thing you've done at a work Christmas party?
So I used to work for a company and they were pretty well known for their Christmas parties, right?
Yeah, there was swinger parties.
You wish. Joking, actually, you wouldn't.
I don't wish.
Wouldn't do that.
You know, I don't like all that seedy stuff.
no swinging. That's would literally
sorry,
be...
to interrupt. You know the on last episode when we talk about the week before we were talking about like Berlin and it was quite seedy, like those sort of sex parties and stuff. And I said, nah, I don't really like that. It creeped me out. I don't like strip clubs and stuff. And one guy commented on Instagram saying, is that his bird on the podcast with him? Obviously he's going to say that. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I was saying, I don't like strip clubs and sex parties and stuff because I was on the pod with you. Genuinely don't like them. They creep me out.
You definitely have been to a strip club before.
Yeah, when I was younger.
What happened at my work Christmas party? So they were very famous, known for it, and they would do these things every year. It was tradition where we would decorate our side of the office, and like the office was quite big, and we all had our little sections and our teams. But it wasn't like, like decorate with a Christmas tree. It was like you had a theme. But it was the CEOs and the heads of. So you would all day you'd be doing it. And then at the end of the day, all the heads and the CEO would walk around and you'd have to get them to play a game whilst they were looking at your decorations and all of this. And I can't remember the game that we made them play, but one of them on one of the teams, they got out a slip and slide in the office and made one of the heads of do it. In the lift, there was like a rave going on. So there was like flashing lights and music every time you got in the lift. They would have like big characters, like a big bear coming around giving hugs. Like it was the biggest production ever. And you always just knew that you were going to have the best day. And then you do that in the office during the day. And then we'd go to a really big party in the night and
sounds fun.
Get really, really drunk. Yeah, it was so fun. Have you ever made your boss do a slip and slide inside an office?
No, I haven't. My Christmas parties consisted of, like, we used to go out on Black Friday with all the building gang when I was a bricklayer. We'd all go out on Black Friday, usually down Cardiff, and it would be a massive piss up for our works too. But nothing scandalous. We would just get absolutely pissed out of our heads.
Start drinking at what, 9 a.m?
Start drinking about 9 a.m. We'd meet in Weatherspoons for a breakfast, 2 pints, then we'd end up down Cardiff. And you can see the guys, the guys who don't always drink. Or they come out, this like once a year, they just get pissed straight away. And they just like, creatures. They act like nuts. And my old boss, one time, he got so pissed. He went home and he brings, because the boss, he always buy drinks for the boys and stuff. So he had loads of cash on him. And he woke up the next morning, he couldn't find any of his cash. And he found it like 2 weeks later. It was all in the freezer. He put it in the freezer for some reason. Yeah, he put his cash in the freezer for some reason. His wife found it a few weeks later. I don't think she told him she found it either.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'll have that. He clearly was too drunk to realise what he was doing.
Yeah.
So might as well do a sneaky old... Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
But yeah, we always had fun on our works dues. So we've had a few of you write in and told us some of your most scandalous behaviours during Christmas parties. Calling my manager, director, a massive twat. You don't want to do that. That's not what you want to do. But I think most managers are twats. I think you have to be a twat to be a manager in some shape or form. They
probably got sacked after doing that, surely.
Yeah, probably.
Was throwing up so badly on the grass and everyone could see through the windows. I tell you what though, one of my friends at the Christmas party, she got so drunk, she fell like, I don't know if I'm telling this story completely right, but she's fallen over, and whether or not it's like fallen off of like a dancing platform or something, like, but really badly. And she woke up the next morning like with the worst headache, whatever. She's gone to A&E and she was fully concussed.
Had to be carried to a taxi after only working there 2 months. I know, it's good though, fun. I'm fun at the Christmas party, innit? I think it'll make for a funny story when you get back to the office or whatever work you do.
Got really drunk at the pre-drinks, fell over, smacked my head, passed out, and ended up in A&E. I think that's her.
What, your friend?
Yeah, I think she said she replied, but she's missed out the whole part that she got concussed. That's hilarious.
All these are just alcohol-based, isn't it? Like your Christmas parties, everyone's getting pissed. That's the next one. Caught my manager with a married CEO. Ooh.
Oh.
That's bad. Thing is, you can't really say much to that, can you? Like, you can't tell anyone because then they'll get you sacked then. Because if you start spreading that about, but that's like
there was a similar situation like that at my old work as well. Not with a CEO, but with a head of.
Oh, it all went down in your job.
Juicy.
My line manager punched the coach bus driver after the party, and it was all over the CCTV. Oh, that's bad.
Oh, can't be doing fighting at work Christmas parties.
That's what I mean, no, because these people don't go out often. And when they do go out to Christmas party, they get absolutely pissed out of their heads and they do crazy stuff.
That's so bad. I wonder or not if these people like actually got sacked after or not.
Yeah.
Is that liable to be sacked or?
Well, you might go to prison for that. Punching a bus driver. Can't be doing that, can you? No. Yeah, if you punch someone, like, you get done for that.
Next one, kissing my now boyfriend, not at the time, in the disabled loo and getting red lipstick everywhere.
That's cute
That's
though.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's now a
Vibes.
boyfriend. So, yeah, story
Slay.
to tell, that one. Slay, that one is, yeah.
Yeah, it's a slay, that one is.
We haven't got any Christmas work parties now, have we?
We ain't got any more. But our next Christmas sort of party is just going to be in Australia.
Yes.
Isn't it?
We're obviously going to Christmas. And you said that we've booked a boat for Christmas Day.
Yes. So I think my mate Charlie's out in Australia. He spent Christmas there last year. And he said like everyone sort of has the dinner and stuff on Christmas Eve because on Christmas Day everyone's out getting pissed.
As in a roast.
Yeah, roast. So I think most people go to the beach, Bondi Beach on Christmas Day. But I don't think I think the newcomers do that apparently. My mate's been there for a year now. So he's like, nah, I'm not doing that. We're going to go out on a boat instead. So we're not going to go down the beach. We're going to go out on a boat. And yeah, that's going to be a different Christmas to anything we've ever experienced, babe, isn't it?
I can't wait. I think it's going to be different, but it's going to be like fun. Cannot wait. I bought my little red bikini, ready for it.
I wish you should be wearing like Speedos or something. Or does it cover the bum cheeks?
No, I don't like them. They make my bum look even flatter. Like I feel like I need to get my cheek out. So like my bum looks like good.
Need to get a cheek out, yeah?
Yeah, I need to get a bit of cheek out. You know who will be wearing Speedos?
Yes. Chugs.
Yeah.
Chugs. Like Chugs lives in Speedos. Like the boy loves them. You know, I'm not a fan of them myself. I'm more of like,
if
swim
you
show
dare.
kind of guy. Thing is, if I go in the sea and it's a bit cold and I get a little shrivel, like the package is going to be really small and it's like a bit embarrassing then, isn't it?
That's very embarrassing. It's going to be even smaller than it already is, which is, oh my God, it's going to disappear, isn't it?
I'd be like putting sand down there or something to make it more bulgy. Be chafing
sand.
Everywhere. Or something. I'd be putting something down there. I can't put socks or tissue down there. It goes soggy on it. That's the problem, guys, when you're a grower or a shower, you know what I mean?
Right, guys, it is time for... This is Hotline.
This is Hotline. That was the best one yet.
That was a bit of a depressing one, that one. I've decided that I probably should just give up the piano and no longer persist that dream of mine because I haven't got that talent anymore.
I got an instrument coming next week for me to do a listeners hotline.
Have you?
No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. Anyway, to start us off with listeners hotline this week, we have a dilemma from Katie. Hey guys, I'm absolutely loving your podcast. Thank you, Katie. I honestly can't listen to music anymore. I have to listen to your podcast. Yes, Katie, I love that. Music's overrated anyway. So my story is a bit TMI, but I feel like you guys are so comfortable talking about all sorts. We are.
Defo.
I've been with my boyfriend for about 1.5 years now, and we have such a healthy, strong relationship and see each other almost every day. In the last few months, my sex drive is almost gone. My boyfriend has said that it hasn't affected our relationship and he will love me no matter what. But he does love sex and I really used to, so I just feel really, really bad for him. Even though it's my body, I do feel like sex is such a big thing in a relationship. He is making me feel a lot better about the whole situation, but it does dawn on me daily that we're missing out on quite a big thing in a relationship. Any words of wisdom from you guys? Thank you. Thank you, Katie, for starters, for loving the podcast.
Thanks for opening up as well.
Yeah. Look, you're right. Sex is a massive part of a relationship, and I think after every relationships, if you get ever for a long period of time, sometimes it goes a bit stale. After 1.5 years, maybe I don't think it shouldn't have gone that stale. But then I think women go through they fluctuate in their bodies more than men.
Men, it's so easy. Like, it's just you could like turn a switch and it's like, yeah, I'm ready. But I think for girls, it's actually a lot harder. And I do think it's quite common as well. Like you're not the only one. Like I've definitely experienced that. And I felt like I had it when I was on taking contraception. And I think that messed around with my like hormones and, I didn't always want to do it. And I feel like I was worried then. And I thought, oh, is it me or is it him? Like, do I not want to have sex with him or is it
him being
you?
Okay.
And I just think it's quite a common thing, and don't put too much pressure on yourself for like needing to like do it. And also just open up to him and tell him that, like, by the way, my sex drive is quite low at the moment. So like,
yeah, which is like, I think she has. And by the understanding of it, the boyfriend is very understanding and he seems like a good guy and he loves you.
yeah,
Which is good. But again, like you said, you're right. Sex is a big part of a relationship, but then it's not the whole part of your relationship.
No.
As long as you're still sexually attracted to him. But yeah, I think men, like Millie is more in that department because she's a female. She understands it more. I think men just, like, it's funny. Like I always send Millie memes and videos on Instagram. It's like I'm so used to just like seeing Millie just go in the shower. But then I see her in the garage, I'm like, ooh. Caught a little tingle. Caught a little glimpse right there. I'm like, okay, and she Millie knows when I'm gonna, she'll come out of the shower and she'll have a towel in her, and I'll like just look at her and I'll go towards her, walk towards her, and she'll be like, no, I'm getting ready. She knows when I'm like, because Millie,
I'm literally like, I'm not down for that today, and he's looking at me, giving me a side eye, and like creeps over to me, and I go, off. Not today.
She knows when I'm coming for a bit. But like, I don't like to do it before, I don't like to do it when I get to bed. When I get to bed, I want to go to sleep. Millie sometimes wants to do it bedtime. like, that's not a time I'm feeling
but
roused,
also like, I feel like you could also just like go straight into it. But I feel like women need to be like built up, because like where like men can just straight away get a boner. Like we don't have that. Like, you know what I mean? Some women can just, they're ready. But like, I don't know. For me, it definitely needs some work. So,
Millie, have you got another listener's hotline for us?
This one is a funny story from Eileen. About 4 years into my relationship, we stumbled in drunk from a night out, and about 4 a.m., the deed definitely happened.
Oh, come on, Eileen. Excuse the pun.
4 years into it. Okay.
Eileen. Oh, I swear it, baby.
No. We woke up at about 11 a.m. very confused and hungover. Panicking about morning after pills etc. We checked the bin and couldn't find anything except an empty condom wrapper on the bedside table. I did a pregnancy test and it was negative, and we forgot about it for a bit. A few days later, we did other things. My boyfriend said it felt smoother than normal, and I took no notice. A few more days later, approximately 10 days after the deed, I was sat on the loo and had nearly finished weeing when I heard plop. I know I hadn't pooed.
I'm assuming it's not a poo.
I looked in the toilet and there it was, the condom, folded perfectly by the gods to avoid a pregnancy.
Wow.
Shut up.
So the condom got stuck up inside her. Yeah. I have a condom story. When I was younger, I put a condom on like one of the first times I had sex, and I was like, oh, it doesn't fit. Didn't fit me, but I think deep down I just didn't know how to put it on. so it doesn't fit.
No way.
We had sex, but nothing, I was just paranoid the next day. I'll go and get a morning after pill, please get a morning after pill. And nothing ever happened, thankfully. So have you ever had anything stuck up inside you? Was what you said, a tampon, is it?
Well, not stuck. I just actually, this sounds bad, but I forgot that it was there. So it was up there for like 2 days, and I was like,
you forgot it was there. Didn't you have a little rat's tail hanging out?
No, because it'd all gone pushed up.
It's like,
I think we'd had sex and you pushed it right up.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why it was so tight that time.
And then you helped me pull it out.
Pulling the string out. I call it a rat's tail. It's like
I was like, I need to find it. And I was like, how am I?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, I think.
Do you not remember that? And I was like, well, I think it is, because I've got a pain. And then I think, oh, I was on my period. I don't remember that. Oh, that's really grim.
Yeah,
but,
I remember.
Shit happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
At least it came out.
Okay, thank you for writing in to our listeners hotline, and don't forget, next time and sort of going forward, if you can write to us about any funny stories, any confessions from yourself, or any questions you have for myself and Millie, and we will try and answer them as honest as possible. Thank you all for listening. We've had a lot of fun, like always. Make sure you follow us on socials at Liam and Millie Podcast on Instagram and TikTok.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Liam and Millie is a Sony Music Entertainment production.